Hi guys, it's Shelby from Farmhouse Living, and today I want to talk about something really fun. We have this pillow and it has been selling like crazy, and it's actually one of my very best sellers. I had my sign maker make a little sign that had the same exact quote on it, and let me read it to you. It said, "Love grows best in little houses with fewer walls to separate, where you eat and sleep so close together you can't help but communicate. And if we had more room between us, think of all we'd miss. Love grows best in little houses like this." So we sold out of the sign in 2 days. It's just been so crazy how much y'all have loved this pillow. So this quote reminds me that you guys, our little community that we've created online, y'all are probably not decorating mega mansions, and if you are, let me come over. But so I think we're all in the same boat with our smaller spaces, or you know, my house is a 1,300 square foot 1962 ranch. When I came in, we moved from a house built in the 2000s, and I tried to move my couch in, and we couldn't. The only option we had was to take the front window out to put it in. So anyways, got a new couch. We're good there, but with that being said, I think we can all relate to the small house problem. Or not a problem, but just that's our situation. So today I thought the best way to start that conversation and chat about tips I have to decorating small spaces is to tour our apartment that we did for our neighbors. I'm actually in the store right now, but our neighbors at the Village of Rowlett, we did their model apartment. We staged it, and I was thinking small space already because I was cleaning my house, and there we are in a studio apartment. It does have walls, it just doesn't have a door. So it's a little bit of a different studio model, but it is small. So we did have to think about appropriate furniture size and layout and be really clean with our color palette. And so I wanted to take you guys on a tour of that and just chat about how to decorate small spaces. So subscribe if you haven't already. I will leave a link somewhere in this box. And head over to the blog if you want more photos of this space, links to products that we used. A lot of people are really excited about the couch that we use in the space. It's the slip covered couch that we talked about in the last video. So we have links for that if you are ready to shop. So my first tip is appropriate furniture size. It's so easy. We went furniture shopping and everything is oversized. From chairs to sofas to coffee tables. You have to go on a hunt to get an appropriate size piece of furniture. So we use a pretty small couch in this space, and then instead of like a side table, we actually used a little stool, and you can put remotes or you know, anything that you need there. We also used an extremely small coffee table that we found while we were junking. So it's refinished, made new essentially, but it is smaller. So tip to finding smaller pieces would be to get vintage pieces, because they didn't used to make furniture so oversized. And then also, if you go to IKEA, they do have smaller stuff. Some of it's just too short for me, but if you go, try it out, see what you think. My second tip is mirrors. We hung my favorite mirror in the world is the Braden Uttermost Braden mirror. It is just so pretty in any space, and that wall just needed something a little bit taller that could go, and so the mirror is primarily reflecting white space or a white wall. So it just opens up the space, makes it look so much bigger. You don't feel jammed in that little hallway from the kitchen to the living room. It's beautiful. But I think everybody needs a Uttermost Braden mirror in their space. Third, less is more, and that goes for all clutter, wall decor, anything. So you can see in the space, we only use the braided mirror and then 2 pretty big watercolor pieces over the couch. So those did all the talking, a little tied into the throw pillows, but it just wasn't overpowering the space because they were still pretty clean, you know, simple color palette that didn't, you know, take over the space, but they made a statement. I always get asked about those watercolors, so they did their job, but they didn't take over. It didn't feel cluttered. It made it look bigger, which was awesome. Lastly, your color palette. If you can keep it, it doesn't have to be neutral, but just not overwhelming. You know, I've seen a lot of, you know, dark spaces that did actually look really good in a small space. So I'm not saying it has to, you can add a pop, but you just don't want to overwhelm the space, you know, with tons of different colors. I like a smaller space to feel restful so you don't feel confined. We use mostly neutrals with a pop of blue, and then the bedroom was mostly grays. I love that bedding. That's from my friend Michelle at Vintage Home. So if you're in Rockwall on the square, shout out to Michelle. Her bedding's awesome. So those are my 4 tips to decorating a small space that we used in the apartment that we staged, and that I applied to small spaces in general. But I would love to hear what you have to say about it in the comments below. And I would also love to hear what you would like to see in the next video. In the last set of comments, someone said they would love to see a farmhouse living store tour. So I will get that together soon. And I would love to hear whatever else y'all would like to see. So make sure you subscribe, like this video if you like it, and leave a comment below. And have a wonderful day, y'all.